Welcome to Paths Tutorials. This is going to be the second video in a series of 5 about the Scratch basics. Today we are going to be going over the looks section. Now we just went over the motion, and now we're going to be going down one to the purple little part of these blocks, and you can see there's quite a few fun ones in here. So as usual, we have our when the flag is clicked button, and we are going to be placing blocks under there. So that for this first one, it's going to say hello for 2 seconds. Now, if we want it to say something else, we can just tell it to say something else. And obviously, depending on how long you want it, you can have it be 10 seconds, you can have it be for an hour long, however long you want. Now, there's some other variations of this. There's think, but it's all basically similar to this first one. Now, 2 important blocks right here. We have show and hide. Now, show is really important because sometimes we're going to have some sprites appear when we want them to in a project, and other times we want them to hide in a certain part in a project. So basically, for most projects, you want to just put when clicked show if you want that sprite to be there, just in case, because sometimes you might have it hide later in the project, and it's better just to have it show first so you'll know that it'll be there no matter what. Now, basically for hide, it would be the other way, because if we clicked when the flag is clicked, it'll hide. It will not show until you say show. Now, there's a few other blocks right here where it says next switch to costume 2. Well, if you actually make other costumes, you can have an animation, which would actually be kind of cool, because using these blocks, it'll be very simple, using loops that we're going to learn in another video. But for now, just know that this will switch the costume to a costume that you want it to. And the costumes are basically different parts or little images of a sprite. So now, if we have the change color effect by 25, let's see what that does. Well, it actually is not going to do much now because our color is black. So what if we change that to a different color where it'd be easier? Oh, see? It's already purple. Now, if we click it again, you can see that it actually keeps changing it by 25, but if we want to change it by more, we can say 40. Ooh, see, it's changing. Then let's say 100. And you could keep doing that. And then if you have a loop, you could keep looping it, so it makes a weird tropical color that keeps changing. Now you can actually change this to a few other ones. There's fisheye, which doesn't really work well on this, but you can see pixelate. It's actually pixelating. It's making it into, I guess, 4 or 5 pixels. It's quite pixelated there. If we change it to 50, it'll be a little more oddly pixelated. But that's what pixelate does, and there's a few other fun ones you can mess around. Obviously, ghost effect basically changes the transparency. So if you want to say 75% transparent, it'll be 75. If we say 0, it'll basically just be all that. So now we can see that there's set size. We can change our size. Now if we say set size to 40%, it gets quite small, but we can also change it to 300%, make it a very large sprite. So those are the basics of the looks blocks. You can mess around, actually have fun. There's quite a few different options and fun blocks in here. And in the next video, we are going to be going over loops.